WUSA 9 Weather Impact is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan.
Good Wednesday morning. I'm meteorologist Joe Spear looking at some much nicer weather starting to work in here starting today. It does carry for a little bit longer, so we can at least get today and some of tomorrow to really look at things staying pretty nice. But as we get closer towards the weekend, we are going to see a round of wet and stormy weather try to work in, and that is going to kind of mess things up here for Friday and especially going into parts of Saturday as well. A little cooler to wake up to this morning. We got numbers in the 50s and the 60s outside, 66 in D.C., 57 over in Gaithersburg, 55 up the road in Frederick. So we are still looking at a little bit more of a comfortable start to the day. We're not waking up in the 70s anymore, and we're keeping things very open here over the next couple of hours. Skies are going to really see nothing but sunshine throughout a lot of today. Just a light breeze that's gradually going to change from the north out of the west. So instead of eventually bringing in cooler air throughout the day, it kind of just leaves some normal air here. So sunshine is really going to take hold as we go throughout most of this afternoon. Temperatures today are going to stay a good bit below average. Normally this time of year we should be in the upper 80s. Today we're sticking in the mid to low 80s outside. 83 the high in D.C., 84 over in Andrews. We have 82 in Leesburg, 86 about the highest spot that we might see here throughout the rest of today up in Westminster. Again, really the only thing that we might see throughout today is going to be a change in the winds and just a few clouds here and there as we head really towards the middle of today. And then most of our skies are going to stay very quiet, and most of our skies are going to stay very clear. That's going to continue throughout the rest of tonight, and especially for later this evening. We do have the Nats game once again later tonight for Wednesday. That is going to have first pitch at 6:45. It's going to be a gorgeous setup for that. But again, all good things unfortunately coming to an end later this week. Friday, we are going to see a pretty solid surge in the rain and eventually storm chances, and that is going to stick around as more of an on and off chance here for Saturday. Sunday going into Tuesday of next week, there's still just a little bit of moisture outside, which either could pop up as just one or two light showers or could stick around as a little bit of humidity. So that will be something to watch as we head early into next week. But walking through what to expect, at least in the way for Friday and Saturday's chances of rain. We start off dry on Friday, so really any plans that you have earlier in the day should be relatively fine. But as we get into the evening, we're starting to get a little bit of rain starting to shake in, and that is going to start to pop in and out of the area as we go throughout most of Friday evening and Friday night. Saturday, unfortunately, is just looking at that on and off chance throughout most of the day. So you're just going to have to find 1 or 2 hours that look a little bit drier outside if you have anything outdoors to do on Saturday. We're still going to say things pretty moderate to light in the way of rainfall, so there's nothing really super heavy working by out there. By Saturday afternoon, 1 or 2 light storms are trying to kick up, but that's really the most active that our weather is trying to be here to start off the weekend. Sunday will be a whole lot drier. Rain totals over that stretch likely trying to stay between about ½ an inch to 1.5 inches. Now again, that's a running sum of about 2 days of some decent rain, so not all of this trying to fall at once, but again, within a span of about 48 hours, that is a decent amount of rain to still expect. So some areas, just keep a close eye outdoors if you happen to be out and about here during that stretch. Temperature-wise, again, numbers today in the low 80s, decent amount of sunshine here. We're starting off with some clouds, but things will get better throughout the day. Thursday, we got a mixture of sunshine and clouds out there, so a little less bright. Temperatures a little higher in the upper 80s, almost near 90 on Friday when we see some of these storms and showers work by. Saturday is looking pretty wet. Temperatures start to shift down a little bit, so numbers over the weekend trying to stay below average. We do start to clear up a little bit on Sunday, so that will likely be the pick of the weekend. And then as we head into early next week, things do start to crank up a little bit. We're just shy of 90 heading into Monday. Temperatures trying to break back into the low 90s again heading into the middle of next week.